Headley works it away through the mid-wicket area. AJ Sharma's at the ball in a hurry. A bad throw, and they get a bonus run. Gusharan Singh now coming back, and Rutherford would have been run out if Watson had been able to gather in the ball. The Indian field being put under pressure, they couldn't respond. It should have been just one run. As they came back for the second, Rutherford should have been run out down at the bowler's end. If Watson had been able to catch the ball, Rutherford was gone. Luck for New Zealand. So it's Rutherford on 37, 160 for 4. Prabhakar bowls to him. Well bowled by Prabhakar, but beautifully played by Rutherford. Kapil Dev to pick it up inside the boundary down at deep third man. They've taken 2. That's all there'll be. That's a good throw back from Kapil Dev. Bowled in. Has he? No. I tell you what, that looked a very straight delivery. It hit his pad. It just about got through as Rutherford was walking all over the crease. Well, a pretty good shout.
Mr. Watson doesn't seem very pleased, does he? But umpire Graham Cowan, he says no. Let's see where this one hit. Rutherford was doing the 2-step down the other end. Hit him on the back foot. And again, I think it would have missed leg stump.
Hold him. Rutherford out. And New Zealand lose Ken Rutherford for 44. And they lose their 5th wicket at 174.
Which is the last thing they wanted. Ken Rutherford's played splendidly with great batch. The two of them batted beautifully in tandem. And he comes down the pitch, and if you miss a straight one, obviously, you're in trouble. But a wonderful knock from Rutherford. Just a pity he couldn't keep on going for a little longer. Ian Smith with a big responsibility now to get started again with Hadley, his partner in Auckland, in that fabulous 3rd Test match.
Hadley works it just over the top and out to the fence for 4. Hadley hits it straight back over the bowler's head. What a great hit. 4 runs. Magnificent shot from Richard Hadley. 12 runs off the over. And it's 186 for 5 after 44. Big blow by Richard Hadley off the last ball of the previous over.
And who needs streakers when you can see shots like that? That was a magnificent shot because there was long off on the boundary. There was long on the boundary. Ezra-Udin had the field placed exactly right.
Hadley hits it straight again. And the fielding done by Gusharan. And he had to be pretty quick too.
Well, thrilling stuff, isn't it? What a great finish to this day.
Smith hammers it away down. He's caught. Gusharan takes the catch. Low to the ground. And New Zealand lose Ian Smith.
Well, that's a vital blow. Ian Smith gone. He thumped it down to mid-off, but Gusharan Singh was equal to the task. Gave himself room, hit it on the up, hit it hard. It was dropping. Wondered whether it carried for a moment, but I don't think there's any question about that. And Gusharan Singh on there for Tendulkar, who was injured earlier, but Ian Smith gone.
27 runs from 23 balls as Shane Thompson comes out. Hadley's on 26. New Zealand are 199 for 6 in the 46th over. That's a good shot. That's going to go to the fence, I think. Great work out on the boundary. Kapil Dev it was, and it's 3 runs. No, that's magnificent fielding.
Ezra-Udin is changing the field. Prabhakar's got plenty to say. Now the batsmen are going to have a chat. He did have his fine leg up inside the circle. That's always dangerous if you're trying to bowl in tight, because if you stray a little bit and the batsman gets a little touchdown fine, it's a certain 4. So he's put his fine leg back and he's put his 3rd man up. Hello, he's making another change. He's coming across Ezra-Udin to this leg side. And he's going to come into mid-wicket, and he's pushing Vinsaka around to square leg. So it's all very delicate scientific stuff.
Certainly been meticulous with his field placing, Ezra-Udin, but I think we're just about set to go. Shane Thompson's been waiting a while. Now he's facing Prabhakar. It's high in the air, and oh, that's a great catch. Catch taken by Wasson. What a beauty.
Well, Shane Thompson gone. He tried to give himself a bit of room and hit it over the offside. He didn't get hold of it. It went high. Adil Wasson was weaving around all over the place underneath it. He didn't seem to have it properly lined up at all. It got a fair bit of height, didn't get any distance, but look at him, he actually fell over and then caught it from his knees. So marvellous effort in the end, but he seems to have hurt himself.
Gavin Larson, his third match for New Zealand, and he comes in at a stage when there are, what, 9 balls to be bowled. Last ball of this over from Prabhakar. He's chopped it on. End of Larson, and the end of another New Zealand batsman. So New Zealand will need to score 11 runs off the last over to win the game.
Here's the dismissal, trying to give himself room, Larson. It was a good ball. It wasn't there to cut, but he had to try and do something because he had to get back to ball. He didn't manage it.
So it's Martin Snedden who goes out to join Richard Hadlee. Hadlee will have the first ball of this last over. And New Zealand need to score 11 off the over to win. 10 runs, it's a tie. Now, I believe it is a tie if they finish on the same number of runs, John, and it has nothing to do with number of wickets that's fallen.
And so it should be. I think they have different overs and wickets and runs and what have you. If you've got the same number of runs, it should be a tie in a limited over game.
High drama. There we are, 11 required off the last over. Kapil Dev's waving his arms like a traffic officer. First ball of the over. It's away down a third man. That's to the fence.
Well, it went there all right. It went fine down to third man, and there was a gap there. It's pretty difficult to play a shot there, but Richard Hadlee got an edge. If you can get it there, it's ideal. Wait for the big hit. Got an edge through the slip region. There's no one down there. The third man is wide, and it raced across the turf. So 5 deliveries, 7 runs.
Amazing finish. Kapil Dev to bowl the second ball of the last over. Hadlee again. Coming for a second. He'll have to scramble, and he does.
Well, that's good running by Richard Hadlee. It wasn't a good throw. In the end, there was no real panic. But he had to make the decision, and it was a good one because, remember, New Zealand are 8 down.
Hadlee lifts it. It's going to fall clear of any fieldsman. Away they go for the second run. 3 to win.
Well, what a marvellous over from Richard Hadlee. 3 balls gone, and he's got 8 runs.
He hasn't changed the expression on his face all day, Richard Hadlee.
It's very sensible batting by Richard Hadlee. He's just finding the gaps and very sensible to lift that delivery over the top of the bowler.
Kapil Dev wants the field in now. Hadlee hits it again. Going to look for the second again. Snedden running blind has run out. Snedden is out. So New Zealand are going to need 2 runs with 2 balls to go and the last batsman in. So Hadlee goes to meet Morrison. There's always a smile on Danny Morrison's face. Hadlee's going to have to face. There are 2 balls to go. They've got to work something out here. The ideal, of course, would be for Hadlee to get the runs and not force Danny Morrison to face the last ball. So 2 balls to go. New Zealand need 2 to win. They only have 1 wicket left, remember.
Yes, so he doesn't need to get out here, does he?
2 runs to win. Here's Kapil Dev to Hadlee. Bowling! India have won the game. fantastic finish, and the Indians are absolutely delighted.
Well, as he was on Sunday against Australia, Richard Hadley the last man out, and again he got precious little support from his tail-enders. Great Batch top scored with 53, Ken Rutherford made 44, and Hadley's 46 at the death just wasn't quite enough to snatch the win. The Indians shared the wickets around, with the all-rounder Prabhakar taking 3 for 37 and Wasson and Kapil Dev picking up 2 each. Well, that nail-biting win for India puts them back in the picture for the final, because they now only trail New Zealand on run rate 3.87 to 3.61. Australia, of course, still clear at the top of the table with 2 wins from 2 games. Our next match for you is on Thursday night, when we'll have highlights of Australia against India from Hamilton, and the word is that Merv Hughes will be included in the Australian side. We play New Zealand on Saturday, and the final is on Sunday, and both those games will be live. So until Thursday night, Steve Rebillard for ABC Sport.